Hi, welcome back to the session. Um, I am here with the session number one, where I'm talking about personal branding, how you can build a iconic personal brand. And this is the first session addressing the foundation of building a personal brand. So, if you have some kind of a social media presence, or you're doing business, or you are an expert, a coach, or a consultant, a teacher, you can use any social media platform or many social media platforms to showcase your voice, your story, your message, your products and services, and make an impact as well as income that you desire. So when I say maybe an online store or a handle, we these all comes under your social media presence. So however, the store is not your personal brand. Personal brand is having a face, it has a name, it has a voice, it has a very powerful story and a message for the people. So that's a personal brand. So if you are someone in the entrepreneurial space, or you're an expert, you're a consultant, you have all of this, you are the person, and you are building a brand out of who you are, the life that you have lived, the knowledge that you have, the expertise, the wisdom that you're here to share, create or create a difference in people's life, influence them, inspire them. At the same time, you can monetize through these channels. Okay, so today I'm talking about the iconic personal brand. It's like you becoming the one and only in your industry. To become that one and only iconic personality, you must have a problem that you solve, and there is a solution that is a different approach, that's a unique approach, and it's unique because it is being given or delivered by you. And finally comes the engagement part, you know uh, where how many people, or is it a sought after, in your industry, is it a sought after thing in your industry, and is it really meeting the market where it needs. All right, so today's session is all about really looking at and finding those gaps, like how you can become the one and the only in the industry. That's what I mean by being iconic. Okay, you are the one and the only. All right, so many people struggle to really create a positioning in the industry that you are an authority, you are a go-to expert. And uh, considering we are in the post pandemic zone, so, and we have traveled far, so now um, it is important that you have an authority, because with authority you can sell. Okay, that's why I'm taking this talk, because this is about really building that authority that can sell, and help you, cut the noise, stand out in your industry, create the impact and the income that you are here for. All right, so moving on, let's do the first step, that's the audit. So when you are the one and only, or if your the personal branding message or your positioning is correct, is is there, and people can find out within 5 seconds like who you are and what do you deliver. So if you are having a personal brand already, or you're thinking of starting something on social media or online space, then start, this exercise would help you curate something for your brand that can help you stand out and give out a clear message to your audience, like who you are and what is the transformation that you offer, what problem you solve, and what the results look like, what are the outcomes, and that can create an immediate impact on the audience. Okay, so go to your profile and look at three things, like does your profile, like profile means there could be a banner, there could be a bio, there could be a profile pic, there are few lines, we call it as headlines, to really know a little bit about you when people hop onto your profile. And does that scream, does that scream like you are an expert? So you have to go and look at that in your social media handles wherever you are, whether it is Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, even WhatsApp is a great platform to do your business. Because I won't say the personal brand, but definitely about the business aspect of it. WhatsApp business provides the feature to build your bio and products and services. So look at that, like does that scream like you are an expert? And whatever content you are creating, is it in alignment to what you promise to offer or you are here to deliver? So there has to be a clear alignment with your content. It's not that you are saying that you are a marketing expert, but your content doesn't talk about marketing, it is talking about something else. All right, so the content alignment is very important, and especially when it comes to professional platforms like LinkedIn, they make sure the creator or the people out there are really authentic, genuine, and are not trying to create multiple profiles, create fake accounts, and do a mischief, but really here for a serious work. And LinkedIn platform would filter you out if you're or it may not promote your stuff because it is not in alignment, the content is not aligning, so you are not speaking of um, who you are. You have declared already that you are on your bio and other details, experience and all of that. So the content has to be in alignment. So take this 5 seconds test. You go to your profile and see whether in 5 seconds, if or if you can have someone to give you a feedback also, does that clearly say what you are here to offer? Okay. So moving on, the second thing that you can do is to craft your statement. That can go in your bio and it can help you stand out as an expert. So here is the formula: I help who achieve transformation without obstacle so they can get the ultimate outcome in their life. So this is the formula. You can fill in the the words that are in that block brackets. For an example, I help life coaches sign $100K clients without chasing leads so that they can build $1 million coaching business with confidence. Okay, so this helps people. If you put this kind of a help statement on your bio, this really gives a very clear and tangible message that who are you, what is the transformation that you offer, who are the people you help, and what they get. Now, the transformation that you offer, if you are making it tangible, it makes more sense for people to, for their brains, the logic to validate that. But the transformation can be experiential as well, or tangible, but I would recommend you putting a tangible outcome so that they can it make more sense. They feel like, okay, it's not vague, it's clear that what you offer, what is the result that you deliver. Okay, so take some time, and if you want to spend a little time and write your own um, expert statement, do that, and let me know in the comments, like if no if you're watching this live or on a replay, please drop it in the comments. Where are you joining from, and what kind of expert you are, and is this exercise really helping you? All right. Okay, so having done this, So let's move into the next section. Now, once your iconic statement has been, or your expert statements is identified, let's look at the content pillars. What content that you can create that would get aligned with the message that is there on your bio, and it is really giving that impact that you're here for this, delivering this transformation. So the content pillars I would recommend would be authority. um, Authority is something like, how you can stand out is you have a thought leadership. There is a conviction that brings you here to do this work online. No, you can be doing a business or you can be here as an influencer, but there is a conviction, there is a thought process that is guiding you to be here. So that is the foundation of your authority. The second thing that you can talk about is transformation. What results, what changes you can create. Third is about your lifestyle. So, how your life actually looks like. You may talk about your success stories, how you walk the talk, all right? And then you can even talk about, the testimonials, the proof of, the concept that you are here to share, and the case studies of other people having worked with you. Now, if you're a beginner, then you don't have a client, maybe you can talk about a friend that you have worked with. You can talk about a family member that you have worked with. So, you can gather those case studies and testimonials and start. You don't have to, have a client result to, showcase this. And finally comes the values. What are your beliefs? What do you stand for? Okay, so use these pillars and create content for, like, if you're doing 5 days a week, you can choose 5 different topics and create content accordingly. If you are a busy person, like you have a job and you have other business and you're doing it out of your passion, or looking at creating an alternate income, then maybe you can look at doing 2 or 3 in a week. Okay, but doing content daily is great, but if you're at least do at least one for a week. Okay, so that the audience that is visiting your profile or consuming, they get to see you more. Okay, and it's not like you're there only once in a while, so do it regularly. Maybe have a frequency or a cycle set so that you can do it and still be able to educate and nurture your audience. Okay, so take a screenshot if you want to. And all right, so let's move on. Now, once this is done, the next thing that we can suggest is to optimize your profile. So if you you can look at doing it at 5 different platforms, but if you don't want, let's say your audience is not there on FB, it's more on LinkedIn, then you can stick to LinkedIn also. So you can do at least one, or minimum one, recommended 3, but good or great it would be if it is 5. The more you have, you can create a larger audience and impact. Okay, if you can do more. Okay, so choose the number of platforms that you want to engage with and create communities. um, a LinkedIn is for more around business and professional networking platform. Instagram is more around lifestyle related content, and YouTube is the educational space. So based on where your audience is, you can pick the platforms and set up your you know handles accordingly. Your profile picture should be a clear one, like they can it is clear, that and a good smiling face. Okay, and additionally I can recommend doing podcast. Creating groups and communities would help more, more closer engagement with your clients, with your audience, not who can in future become your clients. So threads, WhatsApp are like kind of direct engagement where you can directly connect with them. So this is an no a bonus thing to have if you can. So that would help um, create more profound and deeper connection with your audience. So creating communities, WhatsApp groups, um, thread, and podcast is an amazing way to share your thought process. Right. So let's move on and look at now what happens if you do this. What is the return on investment? So if you can, do this in if you are able to, optimize your handles and do content, and I'm sure like within 20 days you would see people coming to your profile and would be interested or engaging with your content, and even looking at you know um, asking DMing you, or connecting with you if you have a way to like if you have a book an appointment link over your profile, that would help them to connect with you. So in 20 days you can clearly see some traffic, getting closer to have a conversation with you, which can further turn into a sale. So quickly, this 21-day plan would look like this. Do an audit, create your expert statement, design a content strategy, do the optimization, and launch uh, your services. So the other way of doing a brand audit is if you are like little unclear, like where I want to go, how what is the plan of action or the roadmap that you need to take. Maybe you can look at somebody who you look up to as an inspiration, who you feel is in your industry on top of the game. Maybe look at their profiles and get inspiration, like how they have maintained it, what are the things that they are showcasing on their bio, or their profile page, and take inspiration from them and craft your own. That is also one way of doing your brand audit. If you don't have enough information that gives you clarity, okay, this is it what I want to do and this is how I want to do, you can look at people who are in the game ahead of you, and maybe looking at what how they're doing it can also help you. All right. And finally, if you want to connect with me to follow this exercise and um, do the brand audit and help you create the um, export statement, and we can work together on the content strategy as well, then you can connect with me. You can send me a DM. We can get on a call and then discuss further. I also help with doing an audit, or maybe a kind of assessment, like how you need to do all of these based on your vision, based on the current goals that you have, and we can create a roadmap accordingly. All right. Okay. And then, okay. So this is the final piece of information, like why this is important. So why building an authority is important. This is important because if your authority is your ticket to high paying clients, because the market right now, and after the pandemic, like since we have returned to the normal now, even if you want to purchase something, you look at the brand value. You look at the brand you want to invest. So if you want to be someone, the go-to expert in your industry, you have to have an authority, and that authority can help you sell high ticket clients. So for this, your personal brand, we should speak, in fact scream into that authority that you're here to own and deliver. All right. And finally, multi-platform dominance also is playing a good role. Like earlier, it was like one platform was enough to make your desired income, but considering as we are growing, and the market is also expanding, and people are looking at consuming your content on multiple platforms. So single platform has become a less significant concept. Now you need to be available on multiple platforms, and it's a good thing. Like let's say if you lose you lose your account on that, then maybe that's it's a huge loss to um, to have been invested, like keeping all your eggs in one basket. So having the information across multiple platforms helps you you know really build an audience, build your lists, your customers, that even if you lose an account, you're still able to continue your work and capture your audience on another platform, and the content is still there. So yeah, so multi-platform dominance is something which is coming up next, and maybe uh, next not next week, post Diwali, I will be hosting that session live. So stay tuned and follow this series to learn about building an iconic personal brand with me. Any questions, please drop it in the comment section. If you want to have a discussion, DM me, or book us call with me. We can do a free assessment for your business. Okay. So thank you so much for listening through, and take care, and bye for now.